When a student says they're proud to come to Khowhemun, it warms our hearts. It makes all the hard work, the learning, the growth, the energy and the time worthwhile. It fills your heart. It lets us know that the work we're doing is the right work. It helps us to know where we need to go, and it reminds us that we're working in the right direction.
We had 4 big planned events and projects, and we were trying to link them all so that what was happening inside the school, the learning, could be seen on the outside. Working with QMS on Every Child Matters and the banners. The mural, we really wanted to have an artist who was Indigenous. The fact that she was young and a woman is also exceptional. Hul'q'umi'num Garden is a nod to the Indigenous education team, the teachings, what we've learned culturally, and then finally honoring the George family.
Khowhemun Elementary is part of the Khowhemun Valley School District. We're located in the Khowhemun Valley. We have approximately 280 learners. We're a very culturally diverse group of students. About 65% of our students are Indigenous learners. We have a small percentage of other learners from other ethnic backgrounds, and then about 30% of our students are non-Indigenous.
We're asked a lot about our culture, our traditions, our language. What does this mean? What does that mean? So in conversations, we've talked about what might we be able to do to show all our children about who they are, what the school is about. So the events that we have been involved with, we've been fortunate enough that we've been heard, finally.
This garden has so much to offer, right down to all these wood chips and all the canoes on the background here. Each and every student and staff, teachers and EAs, they're already learning so much for the future, and everybody is so overwhelmed with everything that's been happening here.
This is a place where our students and staff can come to learn and connect with nature, where our community can also come and spend some time learning about local Indigenous plants. We're really looking forward to watching how our garden continues to grow.
We are all connected through the air we breathe, through the stories we tell, through the art we share, through the cultures that we are willing to share. And it is my hope and intention that this project, moving forward, will forever be a collaboration between our 2 schools. These banners behind me will be going on display along Government Street at the end of the month. Queen Margaret School has been doing banners for Government Street since 2006.
Queen Margaret's invited 2 of our classes to collaborate on a project in creating banners to go along Government Street in Duncan on the theme Every Child Matters. We are really fortunate to have our students participate, work with Maynard Johnny.
Canadians, you guys have to be the change that we need.
And the great artists that attend Queen Margaret School to create beautiful artwork.
Normally, the students are the ones to generate the themes. We do that in collaboration. However, this is really too important of a topic not to address this with students. I reached out to Mayor Staples and I said, you know, what do I do? How do I even begin addressing this or starting with this topic? And it was then that she connected me with a committee of elders who are working with the City of Duncan on the topic of reconciliation. So once I felt like, okay, I understand I can do this by these elders and their teachings, I went to Khowhemun and I said, you know, I'd really like to do this with you.
It was a great project. We're really proud of the product. We were actually so surprised at the talent and creativity of our students. And it was a wonderful experience for all our learners.
a beautiful example of how a community art project can not only give students a chance to express their learning, but it also, in the process of expressing their learning, builds relationships and builds community. That's what we need to do to move forward.
One project that we've been working on all year long is a new mural at the front of the school. We wanted the front of our school to be a great representation of who our school is, our community of learners, and Charlene Johnny has put a lot of time and effort working collaboratively with our Indigenous education team in designing and creating a new mural.
I was really excited when Khowhemun reached out to ask me to do this mural. I've been wanting to come home and paint something in Duncan for a long time. The inspiration comes from our two elders sharing stories of our territory, our origin story, and the main inspiration behind the artwork is the two mountains, Mount Zuhalem and Mount Prevost, and the creatures that we share our territory with. One thing I hear over and over from different Khowhemun elders is how we are all one and how we're all connected and how we're all family. When I'm designing art and thinking about our connection to different creatures, I'm always thinking about these teachings. My hope for the children when they come to school, when they see this mural, is the excitement they feel to arrive each day, so that they also have a sense of pride in who they are as Khowhemun children.
It's full of many things, 4 fish, 4 trigons on the cedar trees, 4 cedar trees, 4 birds. 4 is a special number. It's 4 directions, 4 seasons. There's 4 colors on the medicine wheel, 4 stages of life. 4 is a sacred number.
But my favorite part would be, I'd say, the spa'eth and the hummingbird. Just because the hummingbird's very graceful and it loves sweet things like I do. And then the spa'eth is very wise to me.
It makes me feel proud to be at this school. And I hope it makes people just stop coming and just take a nice big look at it.
It feels awesome to have a mural at school.
I'm excited that this mural is going to be used as a teaching tool to share history, because not only am I learning in my adulthood about some of our history, our children will retain a lot of information through visual art and storytelling.
On National Indigenous Peoples Day, we dedicated time to acknowledging and recognizing Walter George and his family. Walter George was the original steward of the land where Khowhemun sits today. We had a wonderful ceremony welcoming in his family, his descendants. We had 5 generations of his children. We have his grandchildren at our school. It's been really heartwarming to recognize the family. It was really lovely to have his great-grandchildren, his children, his family members be here on that day to participate alongside us.
It was the dream and hope of my family to give this land, give this property for the sole purpose for you. What a great gift that is, to give something to someone and hope for the best.
It was wonderful to unveil his picture as a commemorative piece. There will be a plaque at the front of the school with Walter's picture and some information about his family. It will acknowledge him as the original steward of the land, and it will be a learning piece for every visitor to Khowhemun.
And to be a part of that, to be able to walk away that day that I'm deciding to leave the school, to walk away and feel I was a little part of that for our children, and that it's going to carry on. And for some of our young ones, and even the ones that have moved on to Quamachin and Kauhai, they come back to see us. That's the reward.
You know, like I've been at this for over 20 years. And I'm finally, past couple of years, I've been seeing the difference. And, you know, I've been actually being heard. We have so much to offer, and it's slowly getting there. Other people outside, like the parents coming in, they want books sent home for the summer so that they can learn with their children. I really like that they want to learn. So these chips are going all over the place. And everybody wants to be in on that language and the culture.
When we make art together and we share experiences together, even around difficult issues, especially around difficult issues, it helps us to work through them and make our community a vibrant, dynamic, visual space. And I'm challenging the city to say, and our community, to say, why don't we have conversations around how we can make our city a more beautiful place and build relationships and tackle meaningful issues that matter to the people that live here.
We're hoping that students understand the long history, the long amazing culture that we're surrounded by, the teachings that are available to us, and that they can learn to respect and honor the community that they're part of, and understand that we have a lot to learn. And for our school community, staff included, these are steps that we're taking on our journey in reconciliation.
We are very fortunate at Khowhemun Elementary to have knowledge keepers, elders, and a great community of Indigenous peoples who are helping us with our learning. They have huge contributions and gifts to give to our school. And working with the team and the individuals over the last year has helped us to do the work that we've done. We're very fortunate and grateful, and we raise our hands to them as we wouldn't be where we are without their help.